I'm actually going to bounce over to the SAP Sapphire here in Europe this week for a
Nice.
day. I'm going to sit down with the CFO, Dominic Assaf, Sam, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on over there. Very interesting guy. I think had a call with him just recently. SAP really right now, I feel like under the leadership of Christian Klein, is very focused on making sure the market doesn't think that it's going to be passed by. This will be the focus of Jürgen Muller's conversation at this 6.5 Summit. He's the CTO, part of the executive board of SAP, and he actually joined me to talk about how SAP is attaching to others. And that was another big trend line of this year's Sapphire, the attachment partnerships with Microsoft, the partnership ecosystem, OpenAI, others, that is basically open to LLMs. It's building on top of it. Joule is, the smart technology inside of SAP, but they're not trying to be the one-stop control everything. They're partnering with Copilot. They are basically, their BTP, their business technology platform, is very focused on enabling businesses to A, run SAP in the cloud, B, run the most recent and most powerful AI workloads, and C, partner with the other innovations across technology providers in a very streamlined manner. Pat, I think the market wants to see wins. The market wants to hear wins. I think it has done a good job in terms of growth of its business in the cloud. I do think SAP has some proving to do, and I think it's doing it, but it has some proving to do on AI. I do think there's the biggest risk that all these software providers, I wrote a long diatribe about this yesterday, is that there's only so many layers of abstraction for using AI in your software where people are going to want less panes of glass. You'll hear CEOs talking about this a lot. It's if you're running Workday, you're running Salesforce, you're running SAP, you're running maybe Fusion. A lot of companies have all these different things. In the future, people are going to want to simplify. What remains as a database? What ends up becoming your sort of front end? What becomes your CX level? Which part do customers interact with? And then how does AI play in? Is it a higher abstraction where it can oversee everything? Or is it going to be an AI in each application? Which I think that's what the app providers would like. I'm not sure that's what the customer experience that people want would look like. But SAP's growth has been directionally good. Moving people to the cloud is really, really important. They've made a big focus of that with Rise. Also, check out our CIO practice leader, Diane Hinchcliffe, wrote a really extensive piece. We'll put that in the show notes. A piece that was so juicy, so good, and so in-depth that even Christian Klein liked it. So
Love it.
When they get the attention, but what CIOs need to be thinking about here, because that SAP is a CIO, CTO platform that runs businesses every day. Pat?
And congrats on that Dion grab.
Yeah, it was great. He did a great job. Like I said, he did a breakdown of SAP Sapphire, kind of what CIOs need to know, and it was just this great sort of one pager. So if you're a CIO out there, I'll make sure to share it out with all you in the notes.
Yeah, so very similar to Cisco Live, SAP Sapphire was putting generative AI into more SAP products, right? So Joule, right, first came out in SuccessFactors, and that's their HRM, HCM platform, now integrated into S/4HANA Cloud, SAP Build, SAP Integration Suite, and they talked about even more coming into Ariba and Analytics Cloud. So, it's interesting. I really don't post a bunch of stuff from the news site, but I thought SAP did a great job showing how enterprises can take advantage of AI from a wide variety of use cases. And that's whether it's HRM with SuccessFactors and Fieldglass, SCM via SAP Business AI and Ariba, finance, procurement, service sales, and marketing and commerce. I thought it was a really good, one of the most thoughtful and compressed things that if you are a CIO and you're looking for ways to take advantage of it, I could actually recommend it. The other thing is we saw a lot of partnerships, right? Surprise, surprise. We saw NVIDIA and SAP. We saw Mistral AI and SAP. We saw Accenture and SAP. We saw AWS and SAP. And then finally, which I thought was super interesting, we saw Joule and how it integrates into Microsoft Copilot to better unify those experiences. And Dan, I did that. Think that's what you were hitting on before. It was good to see. I'm super interested to see how these two co-pilots gonna chase each other